switch to silent mode. Thank you for your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends, welcome to the 2025 Third International Symposium on Medical Decision Science, ISMDS 2025. My name is Angel Wu from the Department of Nursing, Zhongshan Medical University, and I'm honored to serve as your MC for today's opening ceremony. Before we begin, a quick reminder. After each piece, there's no need to applaud. Please let the music flow naturally, guiding us from one story to the next. Now, please welcome our performer, Mr. Bohan Zheng, an Erhu musician from Taipei and now a freshman in sociology at National Taiwan University. Please give Bohan a warm round of applause. To begin, we have something special and a little interactive. You are about to meet one of the most expressive instruments in Chinese music, the erhu, often called the Chinese violin. In just a moment, our performer will play some sounds on the erhu. Here's the fun part. You get to guess what those sounds are. So listen carefully. So what do you hear? Anyone?
First.
Yes! Who said it first? I have a small gift for you later. Okay, so, and there's another one. Oh, you guys are so fast. Yeah, again, you are correct. Another coffee for you. Okay. Now, let's continue with one more challenge. The erhu will play a very famous piece by Mozart. So that's a hint. You have probably heard it before in your piano class, a commercial, or even as a ringtone. Okay, anyone? That's our friends from. Okay. Thank you, Bohan. Please welcome Zheng Bohan again for his enchanting erhu performance. Now, let's move into something playful. A Taiwanese folk tune called Clicking Coins, Diu Diu Dang. Wasn't that wonderful? 2 strings, endless possibilities. Next, we have raining song, 天公落水. You can almost feel the raindrop. There you go. laughter and joy. Rural drinking song, 农村酒歌。Here comes Red in all four seasons, 四季红, a cheerful love duet that celebrates rising through every season. Amazing, right? And now, a tender and emotional favorite. Wish you come back soon. 望你早归. A heartfelt song about love and reunion. Wow, it's truly a heartfelt story of longing and that touched an entire generation. After that comes childhood, 童年, a song that brings us back to a simple, innocent days. While you listen, Feel free to clap along, tap your feet, sway in your seat, or even dance a little if you wish. Let's relive the joy and energy of childhood together. Again, I'm amazed by this song. My mind is full of vivid childhood memories. Our next piece is called I'm Willing, 我愿意。Well, this is one of my favorite songs, simple and beautiful. And finally, something that we can all join in, the clapping song, 拍手歌. This one is interactive, so when you hear the rhythm, don't be shy. Clap along, tap your foot, or nod your head in time. Let's turn this into a shared celebration. We would like to invite our president and founder, Professor Zhang Qichang, to the stage to present a certificate of appreciation and a gift to our talented young performer, Zheng Guohan. Seems there's some technical problem.
Okay.
That happened.
Thank you. And I would like to invite the chancellor. No. You I would like to invite the parents.
Now we will move to our next event. Distinguished guests, colleagues and friends, welcome to the 2025 Third International Symposium on Medical Decision Science, ISMD 2025, hosted by銘傳University and co-organized by Zhongshan Medical University. The theme of this year's symposium is the Ubiquitous Uniqueness of Medical Decision Making. It reflects our collective effort to explore how science, technology, and culture intersect to enhance the quality of healthcare and to promote better decision-making for a sustainable future. We are honored to have with us today a distinguished group of guests and leaders who have contributed immensely to the advancement of medical decision science. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished guest, Professor Zhang Qichang, President of MDSAT and founder of ISMDS, to the stage, and Professor Li Xuanshi, Chancellor of銘傳University, Section Chief Eric Liu from Ministry of International Affairs, and then Deputy Mr. Chithat Aydin from Office of Turkish Trade in Taipei. And next, Professor Tsai Mingze, Superintendent of Zhongshan Medical University Hospital, and then Professor Gao Haoyun, Deputy President of MDSAT from Kaohsiung Medical University.
Okay, I would like to invite everyone to stand up, please.
Sorry for the technical difficulty again. Thank you everyone for our distinguished guests and to officially begin our symposium. May we now invite the following leaders to deliver the opening remarks. First, let's welcome Professor Zhang to give us the opening remark.
Dear Chancellor Dr. Chen Li, and Honorable Assistant Director General Erica Liu, and Deputy Jihad Aiden, and Director Helen Stephen, and Superintendent Angel Chan, and all distinguished friends. Good morning.
Morning.
On behalf of the Soul Disease Science Association of Taiwan. I welcome you to Taipei, Taiwan. And officially declare the meeting open and extend a warm welcome to all of you. Actually, this symposium carries three key significance. First, it serves as a platform for knowledge sharing and exchange the creativity idea. And second, it fosters opportunity for participants to establish meaningful collaboration. I think the most important thing is the third. We try to create the third space. So, what is third space? Everyone asked me about this question. Just like, and my friend always asks me, Chi-chan, where is your second home? So, let me take this moment. I would like to introduce our extended family members. Dr. Broma. Dr. Broma, yes, welcome from Nigeria. Thank you. And from Japan, my best friend, Professor Takaki Sato from University of Tokyo. Thank you. And Professor Tetsuya Sakurai, also from the University of Tokyo. And Professor Panagi Rojanapiwa from Thailand University. And also Dr. Chalong. Yes, welcome. And from actually everyone, I think the visit the most in my life for now. From Turkey, Director Mehmet Selden. From Turkey. And Ibrahim again. Thank you for your time. And Professor Murad, thank you. And Edna, thank you. And also, I welcome our good friend from Australia, Professor Zhong Li. And Henry. Okay. And from Philippines, Evan, and his wife, Koja. Thank you for your time. So we are like a family here, and we learn new things together and celebrate each other's culture. So I think it's a very important thing. So that's why our third space is all about that. So welcome again to my hometown, Taiwan. Thank you for your coming. Okay, this year our theme will be the ubiquitous and uniqueness of the medical decision making. Since every individual situation, value, culture, background, and available medical resources differ. So every decision is truly very unique. So for this reason, we invite all keynote invited speaker from the 8 countries to address what is irrepressible uniqueness. I think you would know why we are here. So today we have an exciting program. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, our global team, and our conference chair, Professor Hao Yunzhao, lead the team. So we have a very excellent program today. And beyond academic excellence, we cherish the humanistic value of medicine. So today we have prepared Makai. Dr. Makai is a love story, and you can take the time to visit in front of our industrial patient. So I would like to express my heart behalf graduates to my alma mater,銘傳University, and Chancellor Dr. Chen Li, and Rector President Li Xuanshi, and Professor Shen Peidi. and our Vice President Li Lanyu. Thank you for your support. Provide such a wonderful meeting place for us. And most important thing, I have to thank you, our National Science and Technology Council, provide our funding and support our technical advice. Thank you. So finally, again, welcome back to our symposium. I hope you have an excellent and productive day. Thank you.
Professor Zhang. Next, Professor Zhang will present the appreciation gift to Chancellor Li,銘傳University, as a symbol of token of appreciation.
Everyone appreciates.
Professor Zhang, please be seated, and Chancellor Li, please stay on stage and give us some words of blessing.
Way I'm going to speak today. Before I speak any word, I must say something to all your big family. When Professor Zhang introduced you, just like big family members, but now we are newcomers, okay? Today we join you, we are your friend, but next time we're going to become old friends, okay? Distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
On behalf of銘傳University, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to our campus for the third International Symposium on Medical Decision Science. I'm especially delighted to see friends joining us from across the globe, including Japan, Turkey, Australia, Thailand, Philippines, Mongolia, and Taiwan. Thank you all for being here. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to the Medical Decision Science Association of Taiwan for establishing this meaningful platform that enables scholars to exchange professional knowledge across disciplines and explore new opportunities for research collaboration. This symposium truly embodies a concept I have long shared with my colleagues at銘傳University. Localization of global knowledge and the globalization of local knowledge. In other words, we learn from the world and we share what we know with the world. Through this symposium, distinguished scholars and experts from leading institutions around the world have gathered to share their research insights and practical experience. By exchanging ideas and learning from one another, we all grow stronger together. Finally, once again, welcome to銘傳University and welcome to Taipei. I wish you more and most rewarding and enjoyable experience during your stay with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Lee, for your kind words and support. Next, let's welcome Section Chief Eric Liu to give us remarks.
Chairman of the Medical Decision Science Association of Taiwan, Professor Qi Changzhang, Chancellor of銘傳University, Dr. Chen Li, President of Sulaiman Demirel University, Professor MDSAT, Deputy Representative of Partnership Trade Office in Taipei, Jihad Aidan, and Superintendent of Zhongshan Medical University Hospital, Professor Minzhe Cai, and Conference Chair Professor Hao Yingdao, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to join you at the 3rd International Symposium on Medical Decision Science, hosted by Medical Decision Science Association of Taiwan and銘傳University. On behalf of the Department of West Asian and African Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I would like to extend my cordial welcome to all participants from home and abroad, especially Professor Mohammed Sultan, President of Sulaiman Demirel University. Your visit to Taiwan symbolizes the growing academic and medical cooperation between Taiwan and Turkey. We are particularly pleased that this symposium also marks the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between Sulaiman Demirel University and the銘傳Universities, an important milestone in advancing our shared vision and global academic partnership. Since its founding in 2022, MDSAT has become an influential platform connecting experts from Japan, Thailand, Mongolia, Turkey, and beyond. Through international collaboration and forwarding research, it has greatly enhanced the exchange and cooperation between Taiwan and the world in the field of medical decision. Today's themes, the ubiquitous uniqueness of medical decision-making, reminds us that medical decision, though grounded in science, must always remain centered on humanity. As healthcare enters an era of digitalization, sustainability, and inclusiveness, Taiwan remains committed to fostering partnerships that combine advanced technology with compassion and ethical responsibility. I would like to commend Professor Zhang Qichang and the entire MDSAT team for their dedication in building this vibrant academic network, and to express appreciation to all international scholars who continue to collaborate with Taiwan in the spirit of mutual respect and shared progress. May this symposium inspire new ideas, lasting partnership, and meaningful dialogue that contribute to the global mission of improving healthcare quality and equity for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Eric Liu. Now, let's invite Deputy Aidan to give us his remarks.
And dear participants, good morning. Good morning. My name is Jihad Aidan. I'm the Deputy Representative of Turkish Trade Office in Taipei. It's a great honor and privilege to be here with you today. I am delighted to take part in this important symposium, which brings together scholars and experts from various fields to share their insights and experiences. I am also pleased to note the presence of distinguished academicians from my country, Turkey, especially our rector from Süleyman Demirel University, Professor Mehmet Saltan. On this occasion, I would like to extend to them my warmest welcome and best wishes. I am confident that this symposium will serve as a valuable platform for fruitful discussions, meaningful exchange, and new avenues of academic cooperation. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to the銘傳University for their efforts in bringing us together. I wish all participants a productive and successful symposium. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ali. Next, let's welcome Superintendent Professor Tsai to give us some blessings.
Dear Chancellor and Professor Zhang and all the distinguished guests from all over the world, I'm Professor Tsai. I'm a very long-term supporter for Professor Zhang and as well as the society since before the COVID. I'd like to express my sincere, heartfelt feeling about銘傳to support and sponsor for this very important conference. And I also like to brief some of the medical changes recently in Taiwan. The President Lai recently proposed a very bold and strong initiative trying to improve the medical environment right now in Taiwan. He's going to spend $1.6 billion investing all health sectors of Taiwan in the next 5 years. Starting September of this year, is to help our medical system overcome the current limitations to build a more resilient and inclusive healthcare model by comprehensively upgrading the healthcare environment. The plan aims to enhance national health and well-being to realize the vision of transforming Taiwan into the most medically advanced country in the Asian Pacific. Moreover, Healthy Taiwan Plan touches not only on disease prevention, health maintenance and promotion, but also teaching people correct information about health from a young age, especially prioritizing nutrition, exercise, mental and physical health, and early stage screening of cancer, as well as obesity prevention, especially in critical condition patients. The holistic approach aims to combat misinformation and encourage healthy lifestyle. So it is important to align with the theme of this conference. My hospital, Johnson Medical University Hospital, was granted $6.4 million in the first stage of a financial scheme. So I would very like to appreciate your support and collaboration in the next 5 years and welcome any kind of project that will be highly appreciated by the both sides. The importance cannot be overemphasized. I sincerely hope that you can work with us closely, and I firmly believe our conference a very successful and fruitful one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Kang. And finally, let's welcome Professor Gao to give us his remarks.
morning, distinguished guests, colleagues, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm Han Gao, this year's Caucasian Chair of the ISMDS 2025. It's my great honor to welcome everyone to come to these conferences and to our advice, especially to thank the founding chair, the Chichang Zhang from Zhongshan Medical University, co-host銘傳University, and the other participations and societies. I think this symposium serves as a platform that make some professional colleges exchange some ideas and innovate the new functional new directions about the medical decision sciences. So I wish that everyone can inspire and exchange more information throughout holiday sessions. Once again, thank you for your being here, and I sincerely wish ISMDS 2025 is great success. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Professor Gao. And thank you to all distinguished guests for your inspiring words. Now, let's invite all the opening remarks guests to come to the stage for photo section. And all the participants, please remain seated as our photographers will take group photos from various angles. Remember to smile and show your enthusiasm. Please. Inaugural ceremony of the Society of Asia Medical Decision Science, SAMDS, a historic moment symbolizing collaboration and innovation across Asia. Sorry, I need a little bit help. Let's welcome Professor Zhang.
Thank you for your coming to join our established ceremony for our Society for Asia Medical Decision Science. 3 years ago, we started from Taiwan. Now, after 3 years, we try to create a connection and to work together for our world brand and to make a study, try to work together. So now is the moment to establish back to our Asia. Welcome to join our ceremony. Thank you. And now I would like to invite our distinguished guests, Hao Yunzhao and Gu Shiming and Zhang Qianlong, and to web to platform, Professor Fan Shukai, Sato Takaki Sato, and welcome to join everyone. Okay. The first and the second line all distinguished. Let's work. Ibrahim and Eric Rio and Abbas. Okay, thank you for joining.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now hold a ribbon cutting ceremony to commemorate the establishment of the Society for Asia Medical Decision Science, SAMS. This will mark an important milestone in strengthening regional partnerships and advancing academic excellence in the field of medical decision science.
Just like a wedding ceremony. Wow. Take this. We can hold it. We can hold it.
Okay, 3, 2. Three, 2, 1. Congratulations.
All right, look at the camera. 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you.
Congratulations to the newly inaugurated Society for Asia Medical Decision Science, SAMS. We believe this collaboration will create new opportunities for knowledge exchange and innovation across the region. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated as we continue with today's program. Okay, thank you, everyone. We will now take a brief moment and let's turn to the next program.
Okay, for this moment, I think I would keep the memory. So I would like to invite our guests from Japan, Takaki Sato, and a greeting. Okay, go ahead. Thank you. Welcome.
So good morning. So everybody, first of all, congratulations on this new society to start. Just start. I'm so honored to be one witness to start this most important project in the Asia Pacific. So long time ago, about 60 years ago, when I was 5 years old, my father used to work in Taiwan as an engineer of Sumitomo Chemical. So what he told me always was, so the most wonderful life in his life was living in Taiwan. So he had a lot of friends, and I'm very, very honored to be here. And let's enjoy today and to discuss to make new friends. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Kisato. Next speaker, and I would like to invite Rector Mehmet Selkan to give a real greeting. Thank you.
Good morning. It's a great privilege to be here with you today at 3rd International Symposium on Medical Decision Science. I bring warm greetings from Süleyman Demirel University in Sparta, Turkey. And I deeply appreciate this opportunity to be part of these events. As healthcare systems around the world face increasing complexity, medical decision science plays an increasingly vital role bridging medicine, technology, and human values. This symposium reflects the international collaboration needed to address today's global healthcare challenge. I would like to thank the organizing committee, the host institution, and all the contributors for creating this platform for meaningful dialogue and shared learning. I wish you all a productive and inspiring symposium, and I look forward to the ideas and collaboration that will emerge. Thank you.
Thank you, Rector Mehmet. He also played a very important support in Turkey. Now I would like to invite our president from Chiang Mai University, Dr. Panagi Lojanapiwa. Welcome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Faculty of Medicine, Chiang Mai University, I would like to thank Chichan and the team to invite our representative from Faculty of Medicine, Chiang Mai University to join the meeting for this year. I still remember last year we have a meeting in Chiang Mai and we have a really good time and we have a productivity to work together. And one of the things that because I'm the physician, I know that the style of the decision side is very important for the healthcare. So improve of the quality of the treatment and the patient care. So I think this symposium is very important, and on behalf of Faculty of Medicine Chiang Mai University, we have our staff from Chiang Mai University to join for today also. So that would like to work together and hope that we can make something happen from our meeting to the real clinical care for the patient. Thank you very much for invitation and looking forward to work for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Next, I would like to invite from the Australia University of New South Wales, Professor Chen Zhong Li. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I was called by the surprise to speak. It's my great honor to be here and also be invited speakers later on in the session. As a Taiwanese, very happy to see so many distinguished international guests to visit Taiwan. My best wish to the conference, and I hope everyone enjoy the conference and get what you intend to get. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, I would like to announce early. The next year, we will move our symposium to Australia, Sydney, University of New South Wales. Thank you. So next, I would like to invite our friend from Mongolia, Dr. Broma. Welcome. Actually, we have ongoing some international project from our National Science Technology Council.
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and honored participants. Great pleasure representing Mongolian Health Sciences University and also Population Health Research Center and also Mongolian Medical Decision Science Association. And it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the inaugural ceremony of the Society of Asian Medical Decision Science. And today we celebrate the establishment of a platform dedicated to advancing excellence in medical decision making and also research and education across Asia. May this society serve as a bridge that connects ideas, fosters collaboration, and inspires innovation for the betterment of healthcare and humanity. Thank you.
Thank you. And next, I would like to invite from Turkey, Tropic University, Professor Murat.
Hi everyone. It's very nice to be back in Taiwan. I would like to congratulate Professor Chang for such a conference, and then it's great honor for me to be here with all these distinguished and established guests and researchers. It's the third time for me to be in Taiwan, and every time I appreciate how nice this country and the facilities research is going on. So welcome, and then hope to have a very nice conference. Thank you.
Thank you. We also play the critical role our project in Turkey. Thank you. Thank you for coming. The next one, I would like to our new friend from Philippines University, Professor Dr. Alvin.
Thank you. Good morning. Congratulations to the society. As a first-time participant in the symposium, I'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude for the invitation, and I hope that we can increase the participation from the Philippines. We look forward to introducing medical decision science in our country and join the group. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. The next, I would like to invite my most respected Professor Banshu Kai Morris. And can you give our greeting? Thank you.
Hi everyone. I would like to welcome all the distinguished guests and the researchers from all over the world. Particular for the ISMDS. ISMDS, right? Yeah, society. This society cannot be possible without Chichang's great effort. I think in endeavors to strengthen the tie to the well-established in the international university in Northeast Asia, Southeast Asia, and Minor Asia, for collaboration like student-professor exchanges and international activity like this. So I wish all the success for the society to blossom in the near future. God bless Taiwan. God bless the society. Thank you.
We should not missing the Professor Chai keynote speech later. So next, I would like to invite my teacher, Professor Dr. Gu Simi. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a surprise call.
No free lunch. No free lunch.
All my teachers have responsibility now.
Well, thank you for your surprise call. Thank you, Chichang, and congratulations on the establishment of this society.
of the Asia Medical Decision Science. I had worked in university for almost 30 years. I know how important the symposium like this, which gather great scholars, colleagues, smart students into this platform to share all the knowledge and also the cultural mingle together. Healthcare is important area, but involve so sophisticated knowledge and experience. So each country, each market has their own special knowledge and development. So that's why we need to work together to learn from each other. So I think Chi-Chang, you extend the original society into this Asia area is a smart move. I think all the participants will be, we're having great benefits from this new establishment. I'm looking forward to this. I'm new to this society. I don't know whether I could be here in the next few years because I'm no longer a professor. But if needed, I'll be on call. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's the reason we need an industrial career, my friend. Okay, next one, I would like to invite Professor Zhang Tianlong. Welcome. Maybe 25 years ago, when I was an undergraduate student, Professor Tianlong always taught my everything. Thank you.
Okay, Chancellor Lee and our distinguished guests from Asia. Okay, it's really my great honor to see our old friend and good friend. And I think with the founding chair of Chi-Chang Zhang's his great effort to link all the scholars around Asia. Every year we enjoy participate in the conference to share the knowledge of the medical science, decision science, and also I think for today's conference the topic will be cross-linked to the development and the evolving of artificial intelligence, machine learning, data mining, all that cross-discipline with medical science. Especially, I think today there's many participants is older than 60 years old, so especially for the male. So pay attention to Professor Bernanke's because his study is concerning men's health. Okay, so enjoy your participation of the conference. Yeah, and welcome to Taiwan. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Tianlong. And I think it's about time, but allow me to invite my last one, our guest, my very important person from University of Tsukuba, the Director of Center of AI, Professor Tetsuya Sakurai. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. I'm Tetsuya Sakurai, and my background is AI, so not medicine or biology. But interdisciplinary collaboration is very important. So this symposium is very good opportunity. I believe the symposium will be successful and provide a fruitful time for all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a promise to the last one, but I would say all participants today, you are the most important person for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Zhang. Now, everyone has been waiting for. Our next section will be keynote speeches. The first keynote speaker is Director Sato, and that's welcome our moderators, Superintendent Professor Tsai, and also Professor Zhang Wenwei.
Dear colleagues, I have the privilege to introduce the next speaker, Dr. Sato. Dr. Sato, he studied molecular biology and human genetics in Professor Kenji Matsubara's laboratory and received his PhD for research on yeast genetics. He's a very he also involved with his postdoc in University of Columbia, MIT, and many well-known universities around the globe. In brief, he's now a director of R&D Center for Precision Medicine in Tsukuba University, which is currently focusing on the multi-omics analysis, including the whole genome sequencing-based approach for the development and progression of human cancer. I believe as a physician, AI and all these data mining and decision-making all creates and play a very important role in our research and as well as the clinical service. So we look forward to his excellent talk, and please give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the great introduction, Professor Tsai. So let me briefly introduce me by myself. I have been in the United States almost 20 years, in San Diego, MIT, Boston, and New York. And now my lab is in this Innovative Medical Research Institute, and I set up the startup company because the University of Tsukuba doesn't help me any salary itself. So I set up a company, and I started this building from government. So anyway, as a supplemental grant. So anyway, this kind of organization might be very helpful for your each universities. So anyway, let me introduce today's title. I'm going to talk the human's health as a third theme. So anyway, this is our department, and now I have the 5th floor, entire 3rd floor, and the entire 2nd floor. All budget are supported by my startup. So we have now the 7 core laboratories, and I was hoping maybe a biggest company like the Shimadzu Corporation, where I was the executive member, support, but they didn't support it. So anyway, so I made the startup this to organize this entire precision medicine. So today's topic, I would like to focus on 3 topics. The first one is precision medicine. Second one, probably you have never been seeing this new technology, so-called mass spectrometry imaging. And finally, I'd like to change to a new topic, to femtech. Femtech stands for female technology. So first one is precision medicine. So as probably each person, as all of you, has a very unique, independent whole genome sequence. So I have done whole genome sequence by myself. I have done the whole RNA-seq transcriptome. So surprisingly, everybody has a genetic background, but even you have the cancer mutation in the germline, she may get cancer or he may not get cancer, but no, we don't know that this, very interesting question. So somehow the microorganism, guts, and the other physical exercise or eating the interesting supplement may help to cover the original mutation to become the cancer, for example. So anyway, all of you have the genetic background, but suddenly sometimes the environmental change may cause the trigger of the cancer or other disease. So we call P4 medicine, actually. It's same words for the precision medicine. Predictive, preventive, personalized, and most important one is a participatory. So I believe this organization is extremely important to make this participatory from the citizen to join to make the largest big data in Asia Pacific. So this is so important because if you are healthy, you cannot voluntarily give your blood and lifestyle or with the clinical data. So the most important part is how you can ask citizens or healthy people to join this kind of the new molecular cohort study. So if you look at the Japanese population, so surprisingly, because I have known more than 10,000 Japanese whole genome sequence already, extremely unique. Unbelievably extremely unique. Even the Asian people, Japanese population is separate genetically. So anyway, we are very, and also comparison of population study is also very important for this medical decision science organization. So in order to do this kind of technology, so the molecular cohort study is extremely important. So this is just one case. So in Nagahama is close to the Kyoto city, and about the 120,000 people live. And actually they don't move everywhere. They sit down historically. And then, but fortunately, there are many hospitals who help the samples to make the biobank together with the whole genome sequence and so on. And University of Kyoto help very comprehensive medical check. So that kind of the, huge data is extremely important to do something very unique. So this is just the summary of the Nagahama cohort study. About 10,000 people participate for 20 years. This is government support. And we are not doing only the genetic sequence, but also we do the metabolite sequence, metabolite, and the other omics data by mass spectrometry. So this is just a summary of the how much we have accumulating the sample and the database, collaborating with the University of Kyoto. This machine is not so high-end, but if we have this kind of set of omics and advanced machine, you can create whole genome sequence, metabolite, and proteome, and so on. So for the just general consideration of the blood testing, so I can highly recommend the particularly GC mass, gas chromatography mass spectrometry. So you can use the almost all the amino acid, and organic acid, and so on. So, but my most interest is how you can integrate the metabolite data versus a whole genome sequence, or maybe just the whole exon sequence. So now there is some very famous algorithm like a quantitative trait loss analysis. So we apply this technology to a Nagahama cohort, molecular cohort study. So this is just an example. This AGXT2 gene genotype, the GG genotype, the 3-amino isobutyric acid is very high, so which is associated with some kind of heart disease. So people don't like the genetic testing, but if you can discover some metabolite for as a routine annual medical check. And then you can think about probably you might have the genetic background on this particular metabolite, which may cause the heart disease. Now so there are so many amino acids, glycolipid, and organic acid you can select. So this is actual data, we call Manhattan plot analysis. So this axis means the chromosome number, and then this one, y-axis, shows the level of the some specific amino acid. I just show you this one, HXT2 gene. So many people have a genetic background to have the high amount of this particular amino acid in blood. So using another very high level of the QTL analysis, you can map this metabolite to the gene. So this technology is it's not so easy. So unfortunately, so we can do this so-called target approach. But in the case of no target, we have to discover metabolite which associated gene. So that's the most difficult part. Probably Professor Sakurai may help this part, because once you can do the whole blood screening to just check some specific metabolite, and then if you get the positive and ambiguous, she or he may get another genetic testing. So for the mass screen of this kind of genetic disease, is the best way is to check the metabolite from just blood. So the long time ago, about 22 years ago, my mentor, great mentor, Kenichi Matsubara, was a leader for the whole genome sequence. It was just one man. And in Japan, there are 4 research institutes, including Riken, Keio University, and other institutes actually help the chromosome 20 and 21. So you know some very important disease actually localized. And then you can see X, Y. So this is one person's whole genome sequence, and it cost the billions of dollars, and it took 15 years to do 1 man's whole genome sequence. But now, this is the Illuminous machine. If you apply the 30 people for the whole genome sequencing, within 40 hours, you can do whole genome sequence. But it costs like now probably $500. If you use the BGI Chinese machine, maybe less. So now the whole genome sequence, creation of the whole genome sequence is much easier. That means I believe for the newborn screening, if you got the baby, probably best way to do whole genome sequence for his or her future, just in case he gets the somatic mutation of cancers. Now, more importantly, to get the precise, accurate data, so if even the expert technician makes the library of this, they fail to mistake. So they have lots of mistakes. And then we set up the automation of humanoid types of robotics to prepare the whole genome sequence library. So now for the precision medicine crossover via Japan, so we have a lot of our connection on the network, and the University of Tsukuba is also one of the centers. So so I just introduce the molecular cohort study as one case for the collaborating with Kyoto University. But as of this March, I have been the executive member of Shimatsu Corporation, and actually Shimatsu actually started newborn screening in Japan. Now, the other countries like India and Indonesia would like to do this newborn screening by mass spectrometry. So at least 30 disease can be detected by the mass spectrometry, and each disease has an actual drug already. So as far as the children, baby takes the drug, so he or she can be a taxpayer. That's a very important part. And I have also another contact in the Central International Hospital in Tsukiji, Tokyo. Every year, 40,000 people get an annual medical check. So last 10 years, we have been accumulated entire blood together with up-to-date clinical data, including molecular imaging data. So this is the best of best collection of biobanking. So maybe if your group has discovered some kind of the biomarker for specific cancer, so I really would like to apply this. So anyway, we have a very interesting variable biobanking. So now this society should, all people can associate, use or access this biobanking. And please remember this. So anyway, what I want to do is so somehow I would like to make the genome IT cloud network without using AWS, Amazon, and Microsoft. We would like to create our own IT cloud network, hopefully within this society. Okay, let me just quickly introduce another technology. So somebody keeping the time. Five minutes? 10 minutes, thank you. Thank you. So some people, some professor has listened to my talk before, but because this is not so old, still it's updating. So concept of mass spectral imaging like this. So if you have the section or brain, so the metrics discovered by Koichi Tanaka, who got the Nobel Prize in Chemistry 2002, and then you can scan this kind of data. And each peak shows the localization of the specific protein. You don't need any, you don't create any antibodies. Okay? So this is the most powerful technology, I believe. So just an example I will show you. This is the entire section of the gut, frozen section. So kidney cortex localized here, this peak. Shikamo, thymus, heart, liver, caudal region, brain, and muscle all together. You can create this kind of three-dimensional imaging. And if you want to apply this technology to pathological data, so probably each hospital have the paraffin embedded block. So if you have, you can cut the section and then do the same thing, same mass spectrometry imaging. So you can discover any biomarker directly from the pathological space. So it's like this. And I will show you that this is very great data. This is mouse brain, and then matrix. After matrix, we scan by mass spectrometry, multi-top mass spectrometry. I want to see here. Each small peak shows the different types of the metabolite or maybe another molecule, we don't know yet. We don't know. Because we have probably, you can estimate thousands of molecules here, target. But you may be able to find something very new discovery. So this data is extremely huge. Together with genetic background, you might be you have a chance to find the very important biomarker working together by the AI and the bioinformatics people. So now we created another machine like this. I'll show you just the data. How beautiful. So in the case of mouse retina, you can distinguish even the species of the phosphatidylcholine. Like this. This is not the immunohistochemical studies. And even so this is the human breast cancers. So there are, in this case, very heterogeneous cancer, but still you can distinguish. And if the pathologists say looks like the same pathological phenotype, but if you look by this technology, you can distinguish even the distribution of phosphatidylcholine. So anyway, so I believe this technology can transfer or apply the drug metabolism or drug delivery system to confirm whether your chemical compound actually localized in the kidney or lung and so on. So this is just one case. So this is a very famous drug, so-called famotidine. So if you administrate here, so this drug accumulated in kidney. But if the drug is not digested, so it's going to be toxic to die. But very fortunately, in the case of famotidine, this drug can be, fortunately, you can say pharmacokinetics, the small portion of this drug. So this is also very powerful tool for a pharmaceutical company if you want to confirm. And another thing is, can you apply this technology for the iPS cell, immunopotent cell, or ES cells? So I did not show you today. Answer is yes, you can show. And now this machine can be used for the not only life science field, but also the monitoring of the amount of effective ingredient, and also the surface inspection of high quality products like a polymer, chemical polymer. I personally quite interested in this part, mass spectrometry fingerprinting for forensic testing. So you can estimate. So who actually did this crime? If you don't have any data, you can still get what kind of food, what kind of drug you actually always take from the fingers. Okay, maybe 3 minutes? 1 minute? Just a moment. I'll show you very quickly for one slide. So I recently shifted my entire project to female technology. So actually next week we are going to make a big press release collaborating with one of the largest company product for chemical. So let's see. You can think about so many targets for the female femtech field. So because my institute used to do the whole genome sequence of COVID-19 to monitor entire all over the Japan, and then we helped the government to finish Tokyo Olympic actually. So without us, they didn't finish. So anyway, we have such technology using the humanoid types robotics, thousands of virus we can completely sequence to change to monitor what's going on from the Delta to the Omicron and so on. So this is so important for creating a new target for the antibodies. So the same thing, we have HPV, human papillomavirus problem. And also we'd like to apply liquid biopsy technology to female technology. Also, it's important to monitor hormone balance. And personally, I'm so interested in this part, genetic risk, particularly BRCA, BRCA1, and BRCA2, and so on. But because time is limiting, so I will show you what I'm doing now. We recently made another startup focus, osteoporosis, and the other entering the field of regenerative medicine. The reason is this kind of work, just precision medicine cannot make and cannot get a lot of fundraising in Japan because of Professor Yamanaka. So almost all the regenerative medicine for startup gets a lot of money. So therefore, I will just shift to here. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about this, but let's see. So we made Osconado Therapeutics. So Osconado stands for OS, for osteoblast, chondrocyte, and adipocyte. So we have this kind of technology, and I'm very hoping so from the future precision medicine, we should focus not only men, but also the women's health, and also this kind of regenerative medicine are extremely important. I hope we are working together, and please use the most valuable biobanking, the St. Luke Hospital. So thank you for listening, and I will stop my talk. Sorry about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Santano, for your insightful presentation. We now invite the moderator, Professor Zhang, to present the certificate of appreciation to Dr. Santano. Oh, sorry, 2 minutes for the Q&A section.
Yeah. So, do you have any question from the audience? Maybe I start. Yeah. Have you experience to integrate the genomic assay with the mass imaging? So how to? The other question is how to standardize the mass imaging?
Yeah. So first question, now maybe you know the Burkar company. Burkar makes lots of the high-end of mass spectrometry. They recently bought nanostrings company, which can give you the spacious omics. But they cannot provide the imaging of metabolite and the proteins, just a gene expression. So therefore, all together, spacious omics all together with this mass spectrometry imaging makes a very, very powerful information. So that's the one. And the standardization, always we put the standard of the chemical in the matrix, and to at least we can make the same quantitative, data. Yes, that is.
I have a question here because the genomic examination is quite broad. That you discuss about osteoporosis and also cancer prevention of HT infection, and also those HPV-associated disease. But the problem is for a patient, normally these involve orthopedics, gynecologists, and also gastroenterologists. So these order of examination should be recommended by which doctor for such individual? What's your recommendation for progress? How to do the examination to discuss the patient?
So this next week, so we are going to make a press release with one company, big company. Each woman can just send an email their sample to us to check whether which types of their virus actually you are infected, and in the future you can do the deep sequence of the somatic mutation, like some blood. I cannot tell too much. So anyway, we can do everything basically, but we cannot ignore the all gynecological person and the other doctors. So we are asking the people to go to clinic to get the precise clinical data. I mean, you should get to the gold standard, decision by medical doctor. This is what we are doing at this point. So if we, of course, we can do. We can discover the mutation, virus, everything. But if we do, so this is going to be a big problem in our society. So that we are eager to persuade to go, women to go to the clinic without, spending a lot of time and painful and fears. That's our goal at this point.
Due to the time limit, maybe we can.
Okay. I would like to make a supplement. It's our university hospital, Dr. Han Bin, right? Okay. Everyone, you can before you ask the question, introduce you by yourself. We have prepared the microphone here. Stand over here. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's thank the professor.
Please stay. We would like to invite Professor Zhang to present the certificate of appreciation. To invite Professor Gao to present the certificate of appreciation to the moderators, Professor Zhang and Superintendent Professor Tan. Thank you once again to our moderator, Dr. Settle. And next, our keynote speaker is Rector Professor Medhat Sultan, and the moderator.
Sorry, we have a signature ceremony for the delegation. Sure, thanks.
So you mean
I would like to thank you. Our team designed a very nice poster for this memory. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, and I apologize. I'm a little bit anxious about the time control. Next, we would like to invite the section moderator, Rector Professor Li Xuanshi, to introduce our next keynote speaker.
I would like to invite our rector of銘傳University, Li Xuanshi, to take an introduction for our speaker.
Dear honored guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Sultan from SDU in Turkey. Please join me in giving him a warm round of applause. Dr. Sultan earned his doctorate in civil engineering from SDU. Over the year, he has served in several key leadership roles, including head of department, dean, and vice rector. In 2023, he was appointed rector of the university. His research interests include artificial network, fuzzy logic, and genetic algorithm, technology that increasingly being applied in the field of healthcare decision making. Today, Dr. Sultan will speak on sustainability of healthcare service in the digitalization process. He will share Turkey's experience in digital health systems such as ePOS, and highlighting both achievements and challenges encountered along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in welcoming Dr. Sultan. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First of all, I appreciate Chi Chang. He invited me here. It's first time to be here, and I am very glad to be here. And I am very sorry that my studying area is not medical decision science, but I try to present this presentation. Distinguished guests, distinguished participants, I warm welcome to you all. Today I will present Süleyman Demirel University's perspective on digital health transformation and sustainability in technology governance, and our journey within this framework. Our presentation will help us understand our university's position, current state, and future vision in these fields. Yes. Firstly, I would like to briefly talk about our institution, Süleyman Demirel University, which represents us on this platform, founded in 1992 in Sparta, on a robust foundation of higher education. Our state university is a well-established educational institution that has completed its institutionalization. It holds a distinguished place among Turkey's higher education institutions with its academic units, faculty members, student population, physical capacity, scientific research, and socio-cultural activities. It's home to 14 faculties, 2 schools, 1 state conservatory, 4 vocational schools, 6 graduate institutes, and 48 research and application centers. We are proud to have, as of today, 2,500 academic staff, 2,935 administrative personnel, and 36,500 students, having graduated approximately 300,000. They fill us with great pride. I can confidently state that with our hospitals, faculties, and campus facilities, we are one of the most important universities in our region, in Turkey. A picture of our campus. Dear guests, we will now examine the digital transformation, a topic on all our agendas through the lens of sustainability and technology governance. We will address the topic through 4 main components: smart infrastructure, digital health, sustainability, and technology governance. Literature emphasizes that these 4 domains converge to address the interconnected challenges of modern society, such as urbanization, healthcare demands, and climate change, and that it is critical to treat them not as separate silos, but as an integrated systems. Smart infrastructure forms the digital nervous system of the physical world. It collects real-time data through the Internet of Things, sensor networks, and city data platforms, and enhance resilience to adapt to climate shocks. Digital health transportation uses this data to improve individual and population health. This includes telehealth, artificial intelligence-assisted diagnosis, electronic health records, and preventive health applications. Sustainability is our guiding principle, aiming for the long-term environmental, social, and economic resilience of all these systems. Green IT, bridging the digital divide, and the circular economy are prominent here. Technology governance is the fundamental framework that regulates all these processes, manages risks, and sets ethical standards such as data privacy, cybersecurity, and algorithmic transparency. The intersections of these systems offer us tremendous opportunities. For example, air quality data from smart city sensors can be correlated with hospital admissions to establish preventive allergy and respiratory alert systems. Smart grids can ensure the uninterrupted operation of critical facilities like hospitals while reducing carbon emissions. A lot of applications nowadays may developing. However, we also face challenges such as data interoperability, high investment costs, the digital literacy gap, cybersecurity threats, and regulatory frameworks struggling to keep pace with technological change. Looking to to the future trends like digital twins, blockchain, and human-centric design emerging. The key takeaway here is that the public systems of the future require interdisciplinary expertise. Technology is not an end in itself, but a tool for sustainable development and improved quality of life. And a robust technology governance framework is indispensable for building trust and managing risk. So, where do Turkey and our university stand within this global context? Digital health refers to the use of information and communication technologies in the diagnosis and treatment of patients, the training of healthcare professionals, and the improvement of public health. The global digital health market is growing rapidly, driven by factors such as internet connectivity, smartphone usage, the increasing prevalence of chronic disease, and growing burden and healthcare facilities. In Turkey, the economic burden on the healthcare system, the challenges faced, and changing expectations have created the need to restructure the entire health system. Utilizing digital technologies to manage cost effectively, increase service quality, and provide preventive healthcare has become a necessity. The digital health transformation journey in Turkey, which began into early 2000s, gained momentum with the health transformation program in 2003 and accelerated further with the pandemic. Applications such as e-Pulse in Turkish, e-Nabız, the central physician appointment systems, and the pharmaceutical tracking systems have been delivered as tangible output of this transformation for our citizens and the healthcare professionals. Technology-based health services were also among the priority targets in the 11th Development Plan in Turkey. Looking at Turkey's digital landscape, we see world-class success stories like the e-government gateway, newly developing system in Turkey, fintech, financial technologies, and digital banking, technoparks, and technofest. However, there are still challenges and gaps in areas such as data governance, the digital divide, and the pace of regulatory framework. Four fundamental governance principles are key for a sustainable digital Turkey. Human-centric inclusive approach. Technology must improve the lives of all segments of society. Robust data and cybersecurity policies. Especially citizen data is a nation's asset and must be rigorously protected. Agile and adaptive regulation, open standards, interoperability. Systems across public institutions must be able to communicate with each other. Dear attendees, let us now try to understand the place of and the situation of Süleyman Demirel University Research and Application Hospital. The foundations of our hospital were laid in 1994 in the Sparta City Center, starting service with 30 beds. It evolved into its current identity with the opening of the Şevket Demirel Cardiovascular Center in 1999, and finally the modern 400-bed hospital building in our East Campus on January 2, 2001. Our capacity and service range expanded further with the new polyclinic building in 2011 and the opening of our 110-bed gynecology, obstetrics and pediatrics annex in 2024. As of today, our hospital has a physical area of 70,000 square meters, a capacity of 700 beds, 110 intensive care beds, 18 operating rooms, and 186 polyclinic rooms. Can we start? With a totally 600 academic staff, 200 of whom are faculty members, and 1,650 administrative personnel. We not only serve Sparta in surrounding provinces, but also train the physicians and healthcare professionals of the future and conduct scientific research. However, I must underline a critical reality regarding our physical infrastructure. Our closed area per bed approximately 100 square meters, considering that this figure is around 300 square meters in Sparta City Hospital. It is clear that we provide service at a much lower operational cost. This is an indicator of efficiency. Yet, the fact that our main building was constructed in 1999 causes some inadequacies in meeting today's demand and technological requirements. Looking at our statistical data, our hospital's reference role in the region is clearly visible. We serve a regional population of approximately 500,000 as well as citizens from Burdur, Denizli, Afyon, Uşak, and the surrounding districts of Antalya, totaling approximately 3 million people. In 2024, we received 630,000 outpatient visits and 50,000 inpatient admissions. We handle 15% of all outpatient visits and 35% of inpatient cases in Sparta. Our bed occupancy rate is 87%, and our intensive care unit occupancy rate almost 100%. Approximately 30% of our intensive care patients come from outside the province. Our hospital performs 50% of all surgical procedures in our province. An average of 100 surgeries are performed daily. Our surgeons at our university hospital perform an average 350 surgeries per year, which is twice of performance of the Ministry of Health hospitals. These statistics clearly demonstrate that our hospital is not only an academic center, but also a reference center carrying the heaviest surgical load in the region. However, the current infrastructure and technological equipment are reaching a point where they can no longer support this load. Unless the 25-year-old building is modernized, and in terms of both technology and infrastructure, the quality, capacity, and safety of service delivery will not be sustainable. That's why we are trying to develop and modernize our hospital technologically. Our near 100% ICU occupancy rate means that many patients from Sparta and surrounding provinces in need of intensive care cannot be admitted. This is one of our most important sources of motivation. At this point, I would like to proudly mention our mobile hospital application, one of our digital transformation steps. This application, which brings many services like appointment, scheduling, online payment, access to test results, and medical images and e-prescriptions to the palms of our citizens, is a testament to our determination to modernize hospital-citizen interaction. Dear participants, in concluding my presentation, I affirm that Süleyman Demirel University is aware of its place in Turkey's digital health transformation and is determined to actively contribute to this process. As both an educational and research institution and a vital service provider in its region, we bear the responsibility that falls upon us. However, It's also a reality that we need investments in physical infrastructure and technological modernization for this transformation to be sustainable and to continue without compromising patient satisfaction and safety. Our goal is to be an institution that not only treats but also shapes the future as part of a digital and sustainable health ecosystem. Smart infrastructure, digital health, and sustainability are not separate races to be run alone. They are teammates that must run together towards a more resilient, equitable, and livable future. Managing this information transformation requires not only technological skills but also system thinking, ethical leadership, and collaboration capacity. With these sentiments, I thank you all once again for your patient attention. Adnan Kara-İbrahimoğlu is studying and working in our hospital. He may say about hospital and applications of digital transformation.
Thank you, Mr. Rector. Hi, everyone. Our application, mobile application, is very efficiently used in our hospital, and you may see here you can reach many services with this application. And actually, you know, the health sector is very improving and good in Turkey, and our hospital and our university is also following this, improving also. So maybe after artificial intelligence applications and we are improving some images in AI, so we will integrate this mobile application with AI and telehealth applications also. So our hospital is working as hospitals or Ministry of Health, but our university is sometimes going one step further in some applications or health services. Thank you.
In pandemic, we worked with Ministry of Health of Turkey together, first university in Turkey in pandemic. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Stanton. Next, we would like to invite our moderator to lead the Q&A section.
So, is there any question?
Dear Rector, I appreciate your excellent talk and introduction about your university as well as your hospital. I have two questions. First, what about agentic AI right now development in your hospital? Take my hospital right now, we are using agentic AI to help the doctors and nurses to write their medical charting. That's one of our applications. Has been in place for about 1 year. And so that would be my question. And second question is, do you in Turkey, well, I should say that in Taiwan after COVID, lots of it's a heavy problem for us that we're losing medical personnel greatly in Taiwan. And how about your country? Thank you.
Thank you very much. AI use in my area, I study area, but in health system, I don't know very much this problem. But another question, we are same as Taiwan, but some expertise coming back Turkey after go. Same as Taiwan.
Is there any other question?
I'm a digestive surgeon from Chung Medical University Hospital. So you mentioned just now quite a lot of patients is outside province coming to your hospital to take surgical intervention, and most of them are actually day surgery. So I'm wondering, because in the Philippines they have experienced like those migrant or poor people, a lot of easy disease like hernia or gallstone that they need operation. But the problem is nowadays minimal invasive surgery, the skill, quite a lot of young surgeons, they cannot handle it, and they need these kind of cases to be educated. So that they have this kind of program which is arranged by the local society, that surgeons from all around the world, the experts, they go to this program so that they can go to this small village which have an operation theater, that they do the operation routinely. For example, like a 3-day program, all the patients come there and do the operation. So the young staff can have their surgical education, as well as those patients can be easily accept this kind of medical service. So I wonder if there is any program like this in Turkey.
Yes, there is a program, the Ministry of Health, in all over the universities in Turkey, belonging medical faculties, a lot of young people, young doctors coming us to hospitals and educated from doctors all over the universities belonging medical hospitals.
So those patients have to go to your hospital, but not
yes.
all the doctors go to the local small one, the satellite hospital, so that they can do a 3-day program. For example, hundreds of hernias or hundreds of gallstone disease that can get operation in smaller village.
The program in our hospital.
Yeah, arranged by.
Not out of the hospital.
Okay, thank you, Professor Sultan again, okay?
Thank you. Next, we would like to invite the moderator to present the certificate to our keynote speaker.
This certificate for the moderator, yeah? Yeah. Okay.
And next,
okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we would like to invite Dr. Sultan to sign his keynote poster. Thank you. And next, we'd like to invite the moderator, Professor Huang Yuxiang, to introduce our next keynote speaker.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen from all over the world. Welcome to Taiwan. It's our great honor to have Professor Fan with us today. He is so outstanding with so many titles, but because of the time limitation, I just briefly introduce him to you. Professor Fan is currently the Dean of College of Management at the National Taipei University of Technology. He also served as the Vice President and now a Fellow of the Board Member of Asia Pacific Industry Engineering and Management Society. And also, he is the Editor-in-Chief of Engineering Optimization since 2020. With his distinguished academic achievement and rich professional experience, Professor Fan will be sharing his valuable insight in this section. And the topic of the speech is Bridging Theory and Practice in AI Operationalization. And let's welcome Professor Fan with a big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you, Ding Huang, who is a really good friend of mine. We know each other for a long time. Actually, I'm not that good as he mentioned. No, not at all. So today, just a little bit remote from the main theme of this conference. However, I will share my idea and my most recent research with you guys. Okay, so the agenda can be divided into first half since 2010 or 2015 until now. So this is called the halftime of AI, like NBA pre-game. This is a halftime report. So I'm going to have some result for you. And what is the future? So we call it agentic AI transformation. Then, so for my 5 cents opinion, I'm going to provide to some manufacturing based AI implementation in industry for your perusal, trying to give you some outlook and the concluding remarks. It's something we should do for the future in the AI economy. Okay, so take a look at first of that. So I don't elaborate each of them since the 2016 AlphaGo. So at that time I was online. Then AlphaGo beat the Lee Sedol for 1. Particularly fantastic move 37 in game 2. So actually this is a really complex situation. They use a Monte Carlo search. They use reinforced learning and the fast rollout probability mechanism. So they learn a lot experience from the professional Go players. So can you imagine what is the complexity of the Go game? 10 raised to the power 170. How large is the number? How large that number is? Actually, that number is larger than total atom in universe. The totally unimaginary. So later, AlphaZero. So they forget about the professional Go experiences. They just teach the basic rule of the Go. Actually, only 3 days of training. They're completely independent of the human data. The AlphaGo totally beat AlphaZero totally beat the AlphaGo. Then later, until 2016, this is more related to the medical community. The Demis Hassabis, who won the Nobel Prize last year, right? So we call the investigate the amino acid, the protein and the structure. So complexity raised up to the 10 raised up the power 300, much more complex than the AlphaGo. So accurate predicting 98.5% of the human protein structure only within a couple months compared to the, so the you study, they took over years. More recently, 2025. So the Google just announced the autonomous discover and optimize algorithm, like a genetic algorithm. They generate the candidate algorithm, evaluation, selection, mutation, and the re-evaluation. So look to autonomously generate and test, optimize each iteration, then learn from itself. Successfully cases, and this is like a cell evolution. So this is the first half. We use machine learning and deep learning in order to do some project in order to the purpose of the human welfare. Then, so I would like to give some idea about the enterprise intelligentization. So I propose 3 different blocks. First one called the AI operationalization. Totally this related to process flow. Nothing to do with the manufacturing or production. Then proceed to the AI productionalization. This is totally related to machine learning, deep learning, and the domain twin. Then finally, this is more like a commercial layer, which coin the AI productization. This is more like a life cycle management. Yeah, first one, I give you a very short message about the AI operationalization. The core definition, so actually referring to embed, the embed of the artificial intelligence into the existing process and for the decision-making workflow. So it can be considered the integration of the AI into the existing process. You might skeptical asking, so how can we confirm, since we have a ground truth, so we have an input, we have the output. Once while we embed the AI into the process, the existing process, so which can be validated for the ground truth. Then the enabler, this is only by breaking down the data silos and ensuring the availability of the high quality and the real-time data, AI can continuously learn, adapt, and optimize itself. Then proceed to the AI productionalization. There's a more like a little bit down lower to the shop floor control. So this is a systematic integration of AI and technology into the production and the manufacturing ecosystem, like a shop floor control and the MES system, which including the material and machine, process and the workflow control, and so on and so forth. So the stage reach the gap between the single successful sandbox or the AI pilot and the thousand of the reliable deployed AI application in terms of machine learning operation. So the enabler, so this layer hinge on the deep integration of AI with MES and the lower level of the production hierarchy, like a production unit and the tooling, equipment, and production line. So the next one, this is a more close human-centered, and we like to adapt some voice from the customer. So the AI productization can be considered the top layer of AI-driven business innovation. So can be considered the entire life cycle of product or service, including the design, R&D, development, marketing, and the delivery. So it creates intelligent product that precisely align with human needs or market demand. Okay, so this is this product illustrates the relationship. First one, this is an AI operationalization, can be considered the strategic governance layer. And next one is a physical digital layer, productionalization layer. The last one is a commercial, the value layer. This is related to AI productization. Okay, then, well, there's a second half of evolution, so we're going to have some evaluation report. So Yao Shunyu, who graduated from the Princeton with a major in computer science, and graduated from Princeton 2024. So he just summarized the first half of the AI development. So the primary research since 2016 until now, the major purpose focus on the building the high-performance general purpose model and achieving benchmark rating, like MMLU, the massive multitasking, the image understanding. So how about the second half? The focus should be shifted to identify the real problem we should expect the AI to solve, and how to evaluate the true capability and the degree of the intelligence beyond the artificial benchmark merely. So the turning point, I think everybody have experience of the previous exposure for the DeepSeek, right? So the rise of the language model and the reasoning capability. First one is MOE, a mixture of the of expert MOE, and chain of thought (COD) used to apply to the content of the language, now applied to the visual image reasoning and the knowledge distillation from the really large model like this 740B and the downstream to only 20B, and the test time training. In addition to the pre-training, post-training, and the test time training can be added in order to facilitate the deep reasoning. And the GRPO and the GSPO and the SPCT, among others. Most of them are was done and released by DeepSeek and the Queen Alibaba from China. So now we're thinking, what is the second half we would like to achieve? The mission, how to train the model. So the first half, they focus on how to train the model, answer the general purpose question. Now we'd like to switch into how should we measure the true capability of the AI to help the human being, particularly called the human-centered AI. Okay, so this is a recent Braca interview with Sam Altman. Yeah, just released the most version of the ChatGPT. OpenAI, I would like to just quote from his interview: a small suite of the product and the platform that can use with any service or devices to be sort of your default personal AGI. They try to replace the window as a second ecosystem. It's like a replicate the Eastern Indian company of the England. Just and then, if we want to use it as a chat, then recently you have to use a tool. Recently they released the apps SDK, and by using the MCP called the Model Context Protocol, they can directly link to the tool and the function coding of the different internet. So the ultimate goal of the OpenAI, so I don't like the name of the company, they call it OpenAI. Actually, they are closed. They're closed, right? They are not open. So they like to more productive, better, happier, and smoother life. This is about Sam Altman. Then talk about some Richard Sutton, 225, who was a winner of the Turing Award. Who I think he is a professor from Canada. And then he claimed LLMs are the dead end for AGI. There has his reason scaling law in LLM is a dead end toward AGI. Why? LLM are trained to answer the general purpose question, not learn from the past experience. So training is equal to learning. So he mentioned there's a story, so like a squirrel. So even though they don't have the language, then the parent of the squirrel don't send their children to the school. So they learn by trying an error and the miming and the imitating from his parents, and learn by the failure. So the ceiling of the capability of the large language model restrict to only the internet knowledge or the internet information. So there's no goal or ground truths designed in LLM. Once you just punching the prompting into the large language model every time can generate the different result from time to time. So large language models are learning from its past experience. So now experiential learning might be the gateway to the AGI. This is from the Richard Sultan. Okay, this is from our guy. He loved Taiwan very much, Jensen Huang. And he's the president of the MD. So he claimed, in addition to the first scaling law, it's called the pre-trained scaling law, he proposed another two scaling law, the post-training, which including the fine-tuning and the reinforced learning from the human feedback, called the RLHF, and the inference time scaling law. When we just like the carrier device, the communication serves as a middleware between the human user and the software in the cloud. So which can be have a 3 different modules called the TTT, test time training, update the layer normalization. So only just update the partial layer in the transformer layer. And then test time adaptation, update the batch normalization statistic. They try to align the distribution of the predicted output toward the distribution of the ground truth. The last time, adapt the module AM, adjust the neural network topology, use the low rank adaptation, and or the local loss. Okay, there is some suggestion. Actually, we don't know where it should go. Okay, this is an experience model. So yeah, like here. So I'd like to mention this. Number 4, AI interaction can be stored in the personal prioritized experience replay, like USB. You just carry around, or carry on your watch, or carry on in your cell phone, a portable digital wallet on various devices. Either can be cloud-based or the edge-based. So by doing so, an agent in LLM makes the decision and acts based upon the context. There's a human experience. Even though through this wallet, the digital wallet, there's a communication aligned to the expectation of the user. Okay, alignment, as previous mentioned, alignment problem. So, yeah, this is quite sarcastic. So, alignment problem not always the top priority for the BD company like the ChatGPT, OpenAI, Gemini. They only focus on the beneficial of their company only. So that was the problem. So actually, there's something we can do. We have nothing to do with that. Then the high value or universal value of the human beings. Actually, the social worker and the philosophy researcher or the scholars should get involved with this kind of investigation. So HCI, human-computer interaction. So should be really pivotal part of that. Designing interfaces to enable AI to interact effectively with the environment and the human being as well. So now challenge on the reinforced learning. Sometimes for some problem, the human may not have the right answer. What we're going to do, like a goal, so we're going to devise a more advanced module in order to explore something we know. Then the core research question remain 2. What do the human expect AI to accomplish? So for me, I will expect the AI development stop right here. This is good enough for me. So however, this cannot be, right? So second, how can we effectively measure the behavior or performance that really meet the standard and the requirement by the human being and the degree of the intelligence we wish? Okay, this is something this is really so provoking. Okay, this is my proposal. The PDEL, like a PDCA, perceive, decide, execute, learn. There's only one of the most important things I like to mention. We call the human in the loop. It could be involved physically or virtually engagement. So first of all, goal or intent. First of all, the goal needs to be given to the agent, and the cognitive execution that can just adopt the memory retrieval or context management, or the tool calling or selection policy, like grading policy in the reinforced learning. Next one, actuation and execution. This is called the API, like the NCT. Finally, we need to take advantage of the past experience. There's the two different one. They're called the episodic memory. So this is like deep thinking. This is a deep reasoning memory and the responsive memory. So when you the question has been asked, the answer can be answered right away. Sometimes it's crashing, and to speed up. Okay, so this is also my proposal. 3 fundamental components. So what kind of problem can be deployed in the agentic flow? First one, it should satisfy the goal formalizability. It can be formalized. Second, text decomposition. Like a production line, it can be decomposed into a sequence of the workflow, like the work ABCD. Finally, the outcome can be evaluated logically. Okay, now I would like to share some initial results. I applied some generative AI and the large language model to the manufacturing and the manufacturing implementation in industry. So this is embedding with the ERP system. Okay, based upon this is proposed by the Birger Vogelhauser, who is advisor from UTM, University of the Technical Munich. So he proposed 2 different agents. One is more like the product agent, like a recipe on the R&D, and what is the raw material, and the second one is related to the resource agent, like what is the routing sequence, what is the machine, what is the process, what is the workforce, and then. So we adopt that. The first one, once we receive the order from the Gmail, the email content extracted from Gmail transformed into the structured data. Since the email is totally unstructured data format, we just use the large language model to extract the important content of the field, and subsequently use to automatically generate sales order in the ERP next in the JSON format. Then why do we need that? Since it can be used in the downstream for the ERP application. So why do we do that? The customer data then is received from the ERP next and embed into the vector, the database. So we call the vectorization database management system, in which case we use a Python vector, and this can be tokenized and embedding like a user BPE, the bi-pair encoding. Okay, this is the first example. So has been implement the LLM into the ERP system, partially. Second, the zero-shot learning semantic inspection framework. This is about the AOI, automatic. How much time do we have? 5 minutes. 3 minutes? Are you kidding me? All right. Okay, I skipped most of that. Okay, I just mentioned the title. 3 minutes. I'm sorry. This is called a computer connector. So it's quite cumbersome and quite demanding for the inspector. So then this is a different defect, and then. Okay, then this original image, we use the 3 different channel RGB and the UNet to circumscribe the area of the possible defect and into the clip. And now we just train in terms of the clip, COIP. This is a bimodal. This is a 2-modality large language model, and the output is the directly text description, directly tell which the pin is twisted or that is on level. So this is the first one. Okay, so okay, SNDM. This is the large language model for the cancerous data. Also, I think I should skip that. Only 3 minutes. I'm sorry. Hi, Chi-Chang. So I should skip all of that, right? Okay. So this is okay. So in the post-training, we developed a new mechanism we call the local loss. So entire transformer only could only single loss. I think this is so inefficient. That's why we like to design different local loss. And in the low rank adaptation, so this is some comparison. I skip that. This is some improvement. And okay, then fine tuning. We also try to improve some mechanism from the DeepSeek. We call the reinforced learning from the human feedback. And we modify the GRPO. So, okay, this is some scoring function and the reward model. Finally, okay, let's skip that. There's some improvements, so I skip that. If you feel interested, so after this session, we can have the further discussion. So, okay, I think, so 1 minute. Okay, the GPU led to the transformer. However, trust me, transformer is not eventual model. It's only transitional. Why? So once this new data come in, you need to retrain again. No, not like a human being. Whenever we have a conversation, we literally learn and the train and the store. So totally different. So end-to-end, so integration of storage, computation, and training we call the in-place training and update should be happening. Okay, okay. Then 90% of the cycle spent on data transition and communication, so efficient. So trust me, the Jensen Huang say, the more you buy, the more you save. That's a bullshit. That's a bullshit. And then compare the human. Once one human make an inference, only took about a bowl. We have a bowl of rice, we can sustain the whole day. How about that? Only 20 watts make a single inference. How about the H100, 3,000? So there's no comparison. Okay, then final word. 1 more minute, please, Chi-Chang. Well, what is the future AI alignment care given? This is really something from the bottom of my heart. My mother-in-law just passed last year. Who she had been suffering in bed due to the paralysis due to the stroke. So a prime example is creation of care-given robot. I think that Japan has some development in this case. Assist a patient with ALS and their caregiver and everyday activity. Second, scientific breakthrough like AlphaFold. So once the amino acid, the structure of the protein can be discovered, neutron can be discovered. So offloading repetitive burden, of course, we have been doing for at least 1 year. So known as assisted intelligence, try to replace the repetitive and the routine work. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, acid. The new norm has not formed yet. So please, everybody in different discipline, please devote yourself into the AI. And to be or not to be. So the last one, how AI can solve the carbonized society. Things like a dual transition, digital transformation, and green translation. I think they can coexist at the same time. How the AI can solve us to solve the carbonization problem. Alrighty, I think I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, very impressive speech. No wonder you're very outstanding. Okay, now we're open to questions from the audience. Is there any?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a mic over there.
Thank you, Professor. So I'll prefer it this way. Murat Özbayol from Top University, Ankara, Turkey. Very interesting topic. I was just wondering, with the new second half, as you mentioned, with the agentic AI, with reinforcement learning embedded, once we have multiple agents modular communicating with each other, it's going to be difficult to keep the humans in the loop because it's going to be slowing down all their training and then let's say overall process. So, and besides it's going to be, as you mentioned, very difficult to set tasks, the rewards and everything. So what do we do? I mean, like once we have more complex, let's say, problems to solve with those agentic AI, the humans will not keep up. So eventually we have to do a trade-off. Yes. Either decide, so we don't want more complex problem solving, or we are going to be out of the loop. What do you think?
Yeah, for nowadays, actually, I have no quite right answer for your question. So I think most of you, like I mentioned, so agentic AI just try to offload the routine work. So might be that will be the starting point. But, even though this is entail the multiple agent, so the human loop may not really human in the loop. There is only a prompt. Away from 1,000 miles in Taiwan, actually from your country, we use a prompt. Can we go? You check everything and say yes or no. This is called a human in the loop as well. So, like you mentioned, that's totally 100% correct. Then for the more complex or there is a more critical sequence we would like to approve. No, I don't think we still have a correct answer. So yeah, that's just step by step. Thank you for your inquiry. Yeah, excellent question.
Okay, I think we have time for one question. Okay.
Yeah, this is Professor from Japan. So you are in AI, right? You'd like to say something? No? All right. Yeah, don't worry. All right.
So is there any question or comment?
Come on, just give me a break, because that's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough.
Let's give Professor Fan a big round of applause.
We would like to invite our moderator to present the certificate to Professor Fang.
Yeah, he's my big brother.
Yes, please sign your keynote poster.
Yeah, who is this guy? This doesn't look like me. Thank you. My honor. Thank you. Okay.
And next, we will have a 10 minutes coffee break. So